If you're watching this, you're probably doing what I did before trying RevivaGlow, searching for real reviews and trying to understand what you should actually know before using it. Not long ago, I started noticing changes in my skin that I couldn't ignore anymore. Fine lines looked deeper, especially around my eyes and mouth. My skin felt less firm, less elastic, and no matter how much I slept, I still looked tired. What bothered me most was that I was doing everything right. I had a solid skincare routine, used good creams and serums, drank water, and tried to take care of myself. Still, the results were minimal and temporary. That's when I started questioning whether topical skincare alone was enough for me anymore. Over time, this really started to affect my confidence. I avoided certain mirrors, certain lighting, and even certain photos. I caught myself comparing how I looked now to pictures from just a few years ago, and that feeling was hard to admit. It wasn't about wanting to look young again. It was about not recognizing myself the way I used to. What made things worse was how confusing the beauty industry can be. Every product promises miracles. Every ad looks too good to be true. And if you question it, you're made to feel either vain for caring or careless for not caring enough. I even thought about cosmetic procedures, but I wasn't ready for anything invasive. I didn't want needles, downtime, or risks. At the same time, I didn't want another product that relied on hype instead of logic. I just wanted something that made sense. That's when I started learning more about how skin aging actually works. I read about collagen, elastin, and how aging doesn't start on the surface of the skin. It starts internally. And that realization completely changed the way I looked at skincare. That research is what eventually led me to RevivaGlow. What caught my attention wasn't an exaggerated promise, but the explanation behind it. The idea wasn't to erase wrinkles, but to support the body from the inside by providing nutrients linked to skin health, hydration, and elasticity. For the first time, it felt like someone was addressing the root of the problem instead of just covering it up. I'll be honest, I was skeptical at first. I've seen enough supplements make big claims and deliver nothing. But the more I looked into it, the more it made sense. And the fact that there was a 60-day money-back guarantee made the decision easier. I figured I didn't have much to lose. I started taking RevivaGlow every day, exactly as recommended, without changing anything else in my routine. I didn't expect instant results, and honestly, I didn't want them. I wanted something realistic and sustainable. In the first few weeks, nothing dramatic happened, and that actually reassured me. Then I started noticing subtle changes. My skin felt more hydrated on its own. The texture felt smoother. My face looked less dull. It wasn't an overnight transformation, but it was consistent. As time went on, those changes became more noticeable. My skin looked healthier overall. Not perfect, not artificial, just better. People started commenting that my skin looked different, that I had a nice glow. And more importantly, I started feeling more comfortable with myself again. What I appreciate most is that RevivaGlow doesn't feel like a quick fix. It feels like support. It feels like something working with my body instead of trying to force results. There are a few things I think you should know before using it. This is not an overnight miracle. Results are gradual, and consistency really matters. If you expect all your wrinkles to disappear, you'll probably be disappointed. But if your goal is healthier looking, more hydrated, firmer skin over time, this approach makes a lot of sense. For me, using RevivaGlow changed how I see aging. I don't feel like I'm fighting it anymore. I feel like I'm taking care of myself in a smarter, more realistic way. So if you're researching RevivaGlow reviews and trying to decide whether it's right for you, my advice is simple. Be honest about your expectations. If you're looking for a natural, inside-out approach and you're willing to give your body time to respond, it's worth trying. If you want to learn more about RevivaGlow, check the details, and see if it fits your routine, take a look at the link below. See the current discounts, read everything carefully, and decide for yourself. Sometimes the best results come from understanding what your body actually needs and giving it the chance to work.